Hey, Blue Table fans, it is time for your studio update. We've got a lot of stuff going on in the main room. They're getting ready for a game of Infinity, more on that later. Shannon's training new person on digital photography.
You're just a new person.
I'm no longer the
Yep.
new girl.
You get, your title is new girl.
Awesome.
Later on, slowly over time, we'll start using your name.
All right. Fair
And you'll become a real person. Become a real person. All right, so these boys are setting up for some Infinity, which is very dense. Now this is 6 foot wide. Why are you going 6 foot wide? Is that how it actually works?
4x4,
right?
but it allows you to just kind of choose different sections of the board to play.
Okay, great. So it does work then to do it this way.
I mean, you could play on this 4x6, you just have a lot
Especially if you have 3 people playing together.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing right now?
No, we're just
Oh, okay.
I just came up and started.
Primarily just setting up for something.
Okay, great.
get a change of scenery.
Putting lots of scrap around. Fantastic. Some of you may recognize this terrain set from Valhalla last year. We do have Valhalla coming up April 25th. We still have a few slots open for that, so still not too late. And basically we're running them about every other month starting in April. So June, August, and October. We have 4 set dates. So check the blog for that, and I'll provide a link too. So this morning I came in, yes, this is slow news day item, and I rearranged our library. So it all looks nice and neat now, and that makes me happy. We've got Pathfinder stuff. We have these awesome quarterlies called Cry Havoc. These are out of print. They're very hard to come by. That's Rackham, and that has world-class miniatures art in it. Hero System, that's old Champions stuff. This is our Forge World section. It's much depleted. Here we have a life-size bust of Mike Evans. It's a, what's that called? Animatronic bust of Mike Evans.
That would be awesome.
Fantastic. I just gave your last name. Is that okay? Because now you're going to get Facebook requests.
No, it exists.
Have you gotten Facebook requests because of
yet,
your
no.
association for the studio? Well,
Not that I know of. I check
That's probably
Facebook.
because you're not very interesting.
Yeah, once every 6 months.
I mean, seriously, just looking at your face right now, I'm feeling a little sleepy.
I just want to.
But actually, yep. Which, yeah. Anyway. All right, Warhammer and Warhammer-related stuff right here, 40K. I kind of lumped Dark Heresy in there, and also Warhammer Ancients. There we have a few Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay books. This is all D&D 4th edition, and as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Pathfinder, what I consider to be the true D&D. And this is just old out-of-print books. I used to have just tons of them, but I sold them all off. I wish I would have kept them. And these are just reference. They're all out of print. Here's Star Drive, which is a favorite setting of mine. And then down here, just all miscellaneous out-of-print stuff. And there's yet more. There's another section over here of other types of games. Quite frankly, I just want to keep growing this library.
Okay, so let's set these guys up on this rock. I'll let you do that.
Hey, and a client sent us some candy.
Where's my candy?
Yay! That's awesome. I was like, come on, some cheers for candy. Cries of "Where's my candy" were heard. Fantastic.
Was it Adam?
Can I throw some at you?
You cannot.
That's great. Like a parade. Okay, Tasha, you're up first. How's it going with the Doom miniatures? Ooh, let's take a look at some of these.
I love it.
Just getting started.
I'm just about done with this spider lady.
Oh,
then
those
I
guys are
did-
super cool. Those are my favorites.
I finished
Those are
up
my
these
absolute
guys
faves.
today.
Can you give that a 360? Just turn. Oh, like exposed brain creatures? Yeah, I couldn't figure out what that was. That's super. Okay, great.
It's like a face on
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh, that is horrifying. Oh my gosh. What the heck?
Yeah.
God, that is good. You have some really good earth tones on there. It's very convincing. Very organic. All right, thank you very much, miss. And side note about Tasha, she is a hard worker. Work ethic just coming right out her ears. Here early every day. It's fantastic. In fact, I am... What? I am And then, oh, is Ben hiding under his desk again? All right. All right, well, there's no use trying to coax him out of there once he gets into his mode. He said, I'm in my dark place. That's fantastic.
It's been a bad boy. It's been a bad boy.
That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that sounds like a opening line from Stephen King novel. All right, so what's going on with you?
Okay,
there?
so putting some shoulder
Micah
decals
loves
on
it.
Space Marines.
Okay,
And while those
fantastic.
are drying, planning on dry brushing these.
Are these mercenary jacks?
These are my Signara.
Oh,
I
really?
finally got the starter box.
No blue on them?
Not
You're
yet.
Do them like completely different. So they will have blue. Are you
Yeah,
gonna do them just like the other ones?
That's the plan. Cause I
The
feel like
studio
the
army
studio
that supposedly
army
you were
that's-
going to get to use, but then I just sold it right
And
away. Because that's what I do. I sell
Yep,
stuff.
That's
It's got to go.
Yeah, it's gotta
Gotta
happen.
go.
Made
So
to sell.
anyway, so I think everyone's learning to, you know,
Just buy their own stuff.
yeah, you kind of have to have your own personal property. Even then, I come by and I like eyeball and be like, "Is this your army? That's really good."
Might just disappear. Don't leave it on your desk.
Yeah, that's right. Fantastic. So, what are you sculpting nowadays? What's new with
All right,
sculpting?
right now.
Ooh, are we
it's
going to
actually
get to
over-
see
we could-
something
We could go see it now.
downstairs?
No, it's on the. It's supposed to go into digital.
You know what? I'll come
later.
back. I'll come back.
A group shot of the army
All right.
and make sure it's not blurry. And I keep getting it blurry. Here are all the extra magnetized pieces that aren't on. So I got that half, and I'm gonna come get this half. Okay.
All right, we're here with Elise. Elise is graduating soon from
From BYU.
BYU with
In
a
just a
degree
month.
in what?
In art, studio art.
I'm sorry. And you thought it would be useless, and now you get to paint
But look
miniatures.
what I'm doing.
Fantastic. That's great. We're going to take a look at your stuff.
Okay.
So there you go. And you have an art show coming up.
Yeah. in
That's
a
like
week.
your senior big thing that you do.
Yeah, my BFA
That's
final
right.
show.
We are going to crash that. It's going to be a little embarrassing, I think.
But everyone's invited. There'll be food.
Fantastic.
I mean, that's a good reason to come, right?
Oh, great. You'll have fans there now, too. All right, so let's take a look at what you're working on. Let's look at some of your awesome
All
stuff.
right, these
I
are
got my
some
magnifying
unfinished
glass.
orcs.
These are zombie orcs. Yeah, give those a 360. Gravestone. These are the things that you saw Brig working on. All right, let's take a look at another set of those. So these are about what percent of the way completed through the process?
Oh, they still have a couple more steps. Actually, that's what we're figuring out right now.
Right.
Is what the next step
What
will
the
be.
finishing thing is. Okay, absolutely. Okay, and I already showed people the hounds here. Those are looking good, and there's some ghouls.
Yeah,
And
definitely
I think
undead
that's
theme.
about it. The rest of it is just prep work, right? You've got some undead dwarfs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so, what else about you? Give us a few factoids.
I'm from California, but I'll be in Provo for
sorry.
the next couple of years. It's a great thing, so you have nothing to apologize for.
Okay, great. What part of California?
Apple Valley, it's in the south.
Okay, fantastic.
Yep.
All right, thanks. Okay, we're here with Cameron. Yes, and really, yes. So, and here's a bunch of miniatures that are primed.
I'm going for a red
So there you
color
go.
scheme.
Yeah. Is that really?
No, but really, I have.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, and that's a tip at home. You do black primer, and then rust on top of that.
I did just
Yeah,
finish something though.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the finished ones. That's great. Some figures at all or undead? Oh, this is the things. Let's get them down here.
Little otter
I want to actually
ranger.
take a look at those. That is fantastic.
This cleric.
Oh, that is super. Those look so great. What level of painting is
Level
this?
5.
These are 5s. Fantastic. Those are nice. There we go. And this is, I think we determined it was a lemur,
Yeah. After I
right?
painted it.
Right.
So I painted like a red squirrel.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, it could be a squirrel too. Yeah. No, I think that makes sense. I think somebody was saying it was a squirrel. I don't know. Maybe it is a squirrel.
I don't know.
Yeah, but no, I think the giant eyes mark it as a lemur. I'm sure there are lemurs of that color. You look apologetic. I don't think you should be. I think
No,
it
I'm
looks
not
great.
apologetic of the color. 'Cause
Right.
It's beautiful.
Right.
Right.
There you go.
Seen a brown lemur?
There you go. Elise is giving it her seal of approval. Okay, all right, Mike. Tell us how great life can be.
right.
Let's see it up against the black of the table.
Yep. So these are.
So you sculpted these?
Yep.
This from scratch?
This is all sculpted by me.
Okay. Oh wow, fantastic! Guy, every time you're getting like a little bit better.
It's true,
That's
and
awesome.
I've discovered that.
So is this like an anime type?
Yeah, it's,
figure
there's
thing?
the client sent in this picture. I don't know if we can.
Okay, no,
It's
I
copyrighted
get it.
by him.
Okay, great.
But
Asking
fantastic
us to
picture of
make
this
a
anime alien.
battle suit type
Battle suit
person.
type, yeah.
And then here's this. Does this go on our back,
Yep,
or is that?
that's kind of a back attachment antenna,
Wow, this is really super.
but it's pointing down, so it's not too. And
Okay, great. Wow, you are just cranking these out. So a custom piece.
yep.
Custom piece. All right, thanks a lot, Mike. That's
Thank
really
you.
great. Brett, entertain me.
Greetings.
Blam, nothing. You got nothing. Empire
We're on the
Infantry.
last day
If
of
Empire
Empire.
Infantry is your thing, you've come to the right place. All right, I think we're done here. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
making an appeal. Currently, teal is in the lead. Purple is right behind it.
Fantastic.
Can we-
Go teal.
No teal! No teal, no
We need
purple!
to have teal.
Come on. Help me out here.
Teal.
Come on, let's make it
Thing.
awesome.
All right, well, I'll get my vote on there.
Thank you!
I want black. All right, Alan, entertain me.
Hey. I'm
I
just
command it.
doing some magnetizing on a ball predator.
Okay, let's see it. How does it magnetize up?
This comes out, this comes out, this comes off. These come out. These are a little harder to pull
Okay,
up.
great.
Let's see. This goes in.
So the turret switches out to be two things. There's little magnets inside there then?
Yeah, there's a plate in there with the magnets in the end of it.
Okay,
And then, yeah,
fantastic.
put the
Okay,
heavy bolters
great.
on.
So if sponsons each have, do the sponsons come off? Is there option for no sponsons? Or is that not necessary?
No, they come with sponsons, unless
Okay.
they blow up and then you just take the guns off.
Right. Okay,
Yep.
thank you very much. I'm just eager to get back here to Brig,
I don't have
the
anything yet. I
real
just
star of the
opened
show.
box.
I want to see your Dread Knight from our D&D game the other night.
Oh,
Okay, so we're playing our D&D game, and Mike's character has like this demon sword, right? A la Elric of Melnibone, or however you say that. And he's like, and the sword's like, to release me, you must kill enough souls. And I'm just like, Mike, stop killing things with this sword. So he's like, yep, I'm almost ready to break the seal on this puppy.
Okay, so he found out how to break the seal before he killed things, but then I told him, just so you know, the thing inside hates you because you're not bloodthirsty enough. So then he killed enough things that he appeased it, and then he
jeez.
let it out.
By the way, all the while, me trying to be like, don't do it. Don't we need to get rid of this thing? We have to do it. And every time I would say something to Mike in real life, Brig would be like, he'd be whispering whatever the sword was. It's like, he's a coward.
No,
He's not
you really
worthy.
have appeased it. You can tell. You're confident that it's
Yeah.
you've mastered the
Okay,
sword.
so anyway, so he breaks the seal and
And a Death Knight comes out.
takes over
yeah.
his body.
Yeah, and so like the spectral armor falls out from gold and shining.
Uh,
Well, it
do you
also
have that
black.
figure around? I really want to show
I
that
can
off.
go run and grab it.
Okay, great. So Brig makes basically every session he makes some kind of special figure for it, which is really great. Oh man, look at this bad girl. This is a giant figure for Infinity. That is really combined army. That is really super. Okay, so a client sent us a present. It's this little turntable. And away we go. So check it out. Wow, that's going plenty fast. So here's the Death Knight figure that Brig made
Oh,
for our
his sword's
session.
broken off. I just noticed.
Oh,
His
wow,
sword was
that's
like out to
depressing.
here. He had a really cool sword.
Okay, well, there you go. Everyone will just have to use their imaginations. There you go.
Oh, the client sent candy too, which was awesome.
Yes, and so thank you. Clients
And-
BB and AD. We got 2 boxes of
Yeah.
candy today. That is
And
crazy.
spoiled my lunch, so I'm stern but happy.
Hold on, let's check out what that looks like. That's great. I'm feeling two conflicting emotions at the same time. Okay, so there's that. Guy, I kind of like this thing. Maybe I should get like a little better background for it. All right, put on the next thing.
Right.
Oh, wait, hold on,
Yep.
hold on. Just want to tell you, this is Manticore Rider. That's the little chain skirt in back. That's a plastic kit by GW.
And the shield is from the
The
Manticore
shield
Rider.
is Chaos
Everything else is extras from the Vampire Lord.
Zombie Dragon.
Yeah, Zombie
kit.
Dragon. And so it's pretty easy to make one of these.
Those back spikes
I know, they're so awesome.
would be great on Dark Eldar. Okay,
I would be happy
let's
to
get
see
the next
some
thing out.
orders for similar
Yeah,
figures.
let's
Okay.
do it.
So he's got
Okay.
some alchemical agents going into his gigantic arm, and then his other arm is just bone that's been carved into a blade. So he rips your soul out with his big arm, and then he cuts it free with his bone.
Oh, that's terrible. I don't like this guy.
Oh yeah, and he's got,
He was mean to us.
and he puts the souls in those metal jars at his waist.
You can see those coming around right now. There they are. All right, fantastic fig, Brig.
Thanks.
This is really super. Wow, I love this spinny table. That is. Hey there, this is the part of the program where I talk to you for a little bit. And when you choose Blue Table Painting to do your project, large or small, you get a team of professionals working on it. And we are responsive. We have really good communication via email or phone. And we even have Skype. So that's a thing too. So I'd encourage you to take a look at what your miniature painting needs are, what your dreams are. Everything starts with a dream. What is it that you'd like to have? And how do you get there? Right now we're having a really awesome special, which is the 60 plus special. And so now is the chance to get that giant army painted, because you can combine that 60 plus special with just the regular thing to get your specialty figures, your tanks or your centerpieces or your heroes done, and get the massed troops out of the way really quite inexpensively. So I highly recommend it. It is really a great special, and because I know there are people out there with just tons of figures just out in their garage and they just wish they could get them done. But let's face facts. Are you really going to have the time to do that? So what you're really purchasing is time. Instead of painting your figures, you can just go to the game shop and have something wonderful that you can really enjoy and really have that full satisfying wargaming experience. And that is true. I've been playing a little bit of video games, not a whole lot, which, as many of you know, that breaks kind of my 5 years clean streak that I had going there. But really, after playing video games, just at least for me, there's not that kind of sense of satisfaction that you get from actually physically doing something and interacting with other people across the table. So it's miniatures battles is an absolutely fantastic hobby. I'm a huge believer. I was hooked on it from the very moment I knew that it even existed. I can't get enough of miniatures. I think they're fantastic. Oh, and yes, and I'm not even close to being done. So just to give you an idea, just an overview of the process, when you first make an inquiry, there is somebody here full-time who takes care of that. And then after you pay a deposit, and by the way, we do allow people to split up their payments however they please. Typically it's in halves, but we'll go thirds, fourths, or even fifths sometimes to make sure that that cost is split up in a way that works for you. Once that deposit goes in, it goes into ordering. So we have yet another person. Their main focus, their job is to get your models for you. You can also send them in. You can send in your stuff already assembled. You just send in your raw kits. We will do whatever is needed to get your project going. And then from there to assembly, there's a professional there who is trained in quality control to make sure that everything's done up to spec. If we ever miss anything, we are quick to follow up. And that's something that I've always prided my company on, is that we are really good about following up and very careful with our quality control. This is an industry, miniatures painting, where things are so incredibly detailed. and every single project is different from the last. And then to painting, again, we have 2 art directors. Their job is to make sure that not only does it pass quality control, but that your project, the people working on your project are trained up properly and they understand the genre and they have knowledge of solid techniques. So training is a really big deal. We are typically, to fill a single position, we have, it's like a 20-to-1 ratio. We have looked at and selected out about 19 people for every 1 person that we bring on. So yeah, I guess you'd call that cream of the crop. And then even then it's not done. There are professionals who are trained, who have I guess there are professionals who are trained to take pictures and also be familiar with good packing techniques. And we consider someone who packs for us does not earn any less than anybody else in the company, because that, to us, that the packing and shipping portion is just as important as every other part. And even beyond that, we will follow up with you. We have a very generous repair and return policy. Even if you drop your figure, we will help you out and make sure that there's follow-up. And there's even more than that, is that we keep files on record of your project. So when you're ready to do part 2, 3, 4, or 5, we can match what the previous artist did. And we take great care to be sure that we keep the same artists on wherever possible. So it's usually even the same person working on your project. Wow, so I kind of went off on that, huh? And but we are ready. We are standing by to set up new projects. We're ready. I'd like to be reasonable with the specials and with pricing. So again, the 60 plus special is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. It's high time that you got all of those models. Just get them to us and let us work our magic. Okay, still not done. Oh yeah, there's more. The other thing is our trade-in program is, by all means, send us a list of what you have, or just a query. Some people, in fact, most people would just send an email saying, hey, I have a bunch of X models. What is your trade-in program? And we have yet another person that works here who is in charge of that. And the other side of that, the trade program, which allows you to basically get rid of all the stuff that you're not using. And it is so easy. Convenience is the big upside of our trade-in program, which is you don't have to find a buyer, you don't have to take pics, you don't have to deal with questions. People want to know if you'll sell them this but not that. We'll just scoop everything up in one fell swoop and you'll get a credit with us. So, and if you are someone who is more budget conscious, it's not time to get a whole army, that's great. Check out our scrapyard, check out the various sales that we have, and see what you can pick up. We have people who have collected whole armies very inexpensively right off of our scrapyard and our secondhand model programs. So that's our thing. There's a joy to miniatures, there's a fulfillment to miniatures, and I've always really wanted to bring that to the community. So, and that's you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to my giant long-winded thing. Yeah, there you go. Okay, bye.